guys, it's Torque USA here. I just want to give a quick review of my Systema PTW. This is an '08 Systema PTW. It was originally an M4A1, so it had the 14.5 barrel with the plastic handguards and the front triangle sight. I had the barrel cut and threaded, and then I put the Centurion Arms 9.5 inch CMR rails on here. I went with these because I like the length of the 9.5, and then because I don't like the MK18, so I went with these. I'm going to go from the front to the back. Starting in the front, I have the Tokyo Marui AAC replica. Moving back, I have the Insight replica by Element, the dual switch, the replica M3X with the stop mod button so I can access it from both hands. Below that, I have the CAC stubby grip. This is a real one that was that's shorter than most other CACs because I never use up the whole CAC suppressor as is. Moving CAC suppressor CAC grip. Moving back, I have the G&P mini D-ball. I went with this because it was just smaller than the original D-ball. I'll get into that when I go into more in depth on it. Here I have the HoloSun 403A T1 sight. I chose this because it was just a better option for me than an EOTech. It works better than a regular replica T1, and I also like the price point compared to an 8-point T1. Moving back, I have a real CAC flip-up sight. Never really use it. It's just there if this goes down. Moving back, I'm using the Systema original crane stock. Inside, I have the Systema 9.6 battery. This battery is awesome. Does everything I need it to, and it will get me almost the whole day, one day through an op. Moving back forward, I have the Magpul ASAP plate. I went with this so when I transition, it will just slide from side to side. Down below that, I have the original Systema grip that was custom stippled. I just like the texture of it. When my hands get sweaty and my gloves get wet, I can still get a good grip on the gun and choke up on it. It's not going to go anywhere. AC suppressor up close. I went with this one because I don't know, it really just throws the sound of the gun. Without it, the gun sounds. Systemas have a very distinct pop that you can hear from the other side of a field like Strike Force. So I went with this. It's QD. It's nice, easy, and that's all it takes to get it on and off. Next. This is the Element replica dual switch. I have it set up so the front one controls my flashlight, and then the back one controls my laser. I had to cut the wires and solder them so that I can accept this connector for the D-ball because they use a standard size aux plug for the D-balls. I went with the mini D-ball because it was better of the options I had at the time with money and stuff. Only reason I really needed it was because the laser. So it's got a visible and infrared laser. I like the IR laser for when I'm under nods. It just, it's nice. All I have to do is reach back here, switch it over to IR, and now, it's on IR. I switch it back, and now it's on visible. And what's cool is on visible and IR, they have a visible strobe and an IR strobe, so you can see it when it's, so you can mark something real quick and your teammates can see it flash. Moving back, I went with the HoloSun T1 because it really just does what I need it to over the, an EOTech. EOTechs have that big, sloppy reticle, and this is just a dot. And I've really come to notice that even outdoors or indoors, the dot really just does what I need it to. Indoors, I feel like when I put the reticle on someone, I just can't pick them up then through the sight. At least with this, I can just put the dot on them and I can see them completely. Moving back, this is the CAC flip up. I really like how this works. It's got a very small hole to look through, but it's for long distance shots, not indoors or CQB. It's got nice right and left adjustments. and it adjusts for height very easily as well. In the crane, this is the standard Systema crane stock, like I stated earlier. I'm using the cheapbatterypacks.com 9.6s. Unfortunately, this company no longer exists, so getting these is a pain in the ass. You'd have to go with the original. You'd have to buy Systema 9.6s off of Red Wolf or some other website, and you're looking at like $100 a battery. That's why I went with these. They're $30 a battery, and they do just the same thing. The stippled grip, like I said earlier, it was nice because I can really choke up on the gun, and I can, get a grip on it. And then if I need to transition, I'm not going to slip. I know exactly where it is. The front grip is short, like I said, because how I hold the grip, I don't hold it like this. I thumb over bore, so my thumb is over my flashlight, which can be a little uncomfortable. So I generally wedge my hand back here. I really like how this feels. I mean, I plan on stippling it, but that's nowhere in the future because I'm too lazy. But like I said, I don't have any, the ambi mag releases. The original bolt release is here. I have it set up, like I said, so I can just throw the gun really quickly, and it's, a comfortable transition. I'm not worried about the gun slipping. It's always there when I need it. There's not much else to say. The SOT mod button on the flash, the M3 was really, worthwhile in my eyes, because I can activate it even if I needed to with this hand, which I never will because it's uncomfortable. But if I go offhand, trying to break my grip for this hand is very uncomfortable because I'm going from this to manipulate the switch, and it's just very uncomfortable. So I went with this so I can just access it, from here, and it's not gonna kill my hand, or I'm not gonna be in an uncomfortable position.